Hello, everybody. I'm here to go over the February Book of the Month picks. I know I'm late. I just walked into the door. I had Bible study this morning. So I walked in the door, threw my stuff down, and here I am. So, hi, how's it going? Let me know if you're here. I know most of you have probably already looked at the books and already chosen your books, but I mean, I have chosen my books too. But I think I'm going to have to reach out to Book of the Month because I only have one credit and it's my birthday month in February. But I wonder if because they have the picks up early, like they're not putting the picks up in February. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to reach out to them before I officially send the box to me. But yeah, I'm here to go over the picks and see what we think. Jessie is here. Hello. And Sharon is here. Good morning. Good afternoon. Yeah, it's 12:06 p.m. here. So the day is well on its way. How's everybody's day going? Hello, Michelle. How's everybody's day going? Hopefully good. I feel like my day starts now. So I'm starting with this. We're going to look at the books. We're going to look at the add-ons. You're going to tell me what you think, if you're picking something, what you're picking, and all of that good stuff. Hello. Hello. All right. I'm going to go ahead and open up the Book of the Month. We have 7 hardcover selections to go through, plus the add-ons. And if you'll see at the top where it says Gwendolyn's box, and there's 2 books in there, you didn't see anything. But also, do you see where it says credits 1? I'm supposed to have 2 because it's my birthday month. So like I said, I'm going to have to reach out to them and see what's going on with that. Or do they not do that anymore? I mean, they should. But anyway, let's go through the books. The first one here, Blackwoods Blue Sky, Magical Realism. Okay, by Ewan Ivy. The man she loves isn't who she thought he was, but deep in the Alaskan wilds, it may be too late to turn back. Multiple viewpoints, salacious, rugged, nature. Birdie's keeping it together. Of course she is. She's a little hungover on her shifts, and she has to bring her daughter to the lodge while she waits tables. But how do you say these names? Emanalin never goes hungry. It's a tough town to be a single mother, and Birdie just needs to get by. And then Birdie meets Arthur, who is quieter than most men, but makes her want to listen, who is gentle and understands Birdie's fascination with the mountains, in whose shadow they live. So Arthur asks her to leave the lodge and make a home, just the 3 of them, in his off-grid cabin. Okay, this is not telling me much. Out in the Alaskan wilderness, Birdie's days are harsher and richer than she ever imagined possible. Here, she will feel truly at one with nature, and she'll learn the fearful truth about Arthur. Okay, what? Is it a bear? Is he a bear? Because look at the cover. Is he a bear? Oh my goodness. I don't even know what to think about that. Okay, Penitence by Kristen Covell. I know this is going to be a lot of people's pick. Contemporary fiction, debut, equal parts tragedy, mystery, and coming of age. A propulsive, decades-long tale exploring the impact of forgiveness. Multiple viewpoints, graphic violence, nonlinear timeline, and siblings. Spanning decades from the ski slopes of rural Colorado to the streets of post 9/11 New York City and back again. It's an examination of the complexities of familial loyalty, the journey of redemption, and the profound experience of true forgiveness. I've seen this in a lot of people's anticipated somehow. So, content warning, this book contains scenes that depict the death of a child and mentions of sexual assault. All right, next up, another contemporary fiction, Good Dirt by Charmaine Wilkerson, a hopeful, multi-generational story about a woman's quest to unravel the family mystery that's haunted her for decades. Oh, okay. I was trying to figure out what the cover is, and it's like a pot that's like cracked, but it also has the face. That is very cool. Emotional, nonlinear timeline, family drama, international. When 10-year-old Abby Freeman heard the gunshot, time stopped, and when she saw her brother Baz laying on the floor, surrounded by the shattered pieces of a centuries old jar, life as Abby knew it was shattered as well. The crime was never solved, and because they're one of the only Black families in a particularly well-to-do enclave of New England, the case has had an enduring voyeuristic pull for the public. Interesting. Content warning contains scenes that depict a miscarriage and mentions of sexual assault. So that's what it is. It's that jar. Is that what they called it again? Centuries old jar. Yeah. Interesting. All right. Next up, thriller, Famous Last Words, Gillian McAllister. I haven't read, even though her books have been picked before, I haven't read any of them. I tried the first one, wrong time, something like that. But yeah, I have not done well with this author's books. But quick take, after a woman's husband commits an act beyond belief, she is forced into a dizzying game of cat and mouse. I know some of my friends love her books, so multiple viewpoints, puzzle. Ooh, I do love a good puzzle. Action-packed and marriage issues. The longest day of the year. New mother Camilla's life is about to change forever. After months of maternity leave, oh no, she will drop her infant daughter off in daycare for the first time and return to her job as a literary agent finally. But when she wakes, her husband Luke isn't there, and in his place is a cryptic note. This actually sounds really good. There's a hostage situation. The police arrive and tell her Luke is involved, but he isn't a hostage. He's the gunman. What? This sounds so good. I know my friend Jordan is going to get this. I know she's going to get it, and she's going to tell me it's amazing, and I'm going to end up adding it to my box next month. I kind of want to add it this month, to be honest. It sounds so good. I don't know. I might have to add this one to my box. Okay, the one that I did add to my box, see, already picked. First Time Caller by BK Borison. It's the romance pick. Fed up with romance, so is Aiden, a love-weary radio host whose world is turned upside down by a charming single mom. Number one, the cover is so stinking cute. And I know there's like another edition that has like a purplish cover, so that's really pretty. But I like this one. I'm debating, like, do I get this one or do I get it in paperback? You know, like, it's so hard. But I think I just want to get it because it's so cute. 400 plus pages, movie-ish, light read, and salacious. So Aiden Valentine has a secret. He's fallen out of love with love and is the host of Baltimore's, which my parents live right outside of Baltimore. So romance hotline, that's a bit of a problem. And when a young girl calls into the station asking for dating advice for her mom, the interview goes viral, thrusting Aiden and heartstrings into the limelight. I'm so excited for this one. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited for it. Okay. Next up, sci-fi. Oh, TJ Klune. Okay, The Bones Beneath My Skin. Action-packed and uplifting, an uncanny road trip adventure with cosmic reach and characters as warm as a cup of tea. LGBTQ+ themes, salacious, quirky, and cozy. There's nothing more human than a broken heart. In the spring of 1995, Nate Cartwright has lost everything. His parents are dead. His only brother wants nothing to do with him, and he's been fired from his job as a journalist in Washington, D.C. With nothing left to lose, he returns to his family's summer cabin outside the small mountain town of Roseland, Oregon, to try and find some sense of direction. The cabin should be empty, but it's not. Inside is a man named Alex, and with him, an extraordinary 10-year-old girl who calls herself Artemis Darth Vader. Artemis, who isn't exactly as she appears. Interesting. He must make a choice, let himself drown in the memories of his past, or fight for a future he never thought possible because the girl is special and forces her descending upon them who want nothing more than to control her. Very interesting premise. Okay, and then our last main pick, of course, they had to have a literary fiction in there, A Season of Light. How far will we go for love in this fervent, nail-biting family saga? The line between madness and devotion blurs. Kindly note, this book is highbrow. So, multiple viewpoints, immigration, family drama, and war. When 276 schoolgirls are abducted from their school in Nigeria, um, hmm, I don't know how to say this name, a Florida-based barrister, poet, and former POW of the Nigerian Civil War begins to go mad, consumed by memories of his younger sister who went missing during that conflict and fearful that the same fate awaits Amara, his 16-year-old daughter, who bears an uncanny resemblance to the locks in the bedroom and offers no explanation. So, content warnings on that one as well. So those are the main picks. Let me know what you think about them. In particular, this one, Blackwoods Blue Sky. If he's a bear, I'm gonna lose it, but I'm sure he is because look at the cover. And then Famous Last Word sounds good, but I'm getting First Time Caller. That is my pick. Okay, now let's look at their new and recent add-ons, but let me see the comments really quick. Okay. Okay, Michelle chose Famous Last Words and added on Scythe and Sparrow, which I knew that was going to be an add-on. We'll get to those add-ons in a minute. I have the other books in paperback for the Ruinous Love trilogy. Is that right? Is that wrong? I don't know. But so I want this one in paperback, so I'm not going to get it, but I'm glad it's an option for people. Let's see. Nicole picked Famous Last Words and Getting Penitence on your Kindle. Hello. I think Good Dirt is from the author of Black Cake, which was really good. Hello, Jules. Famous Last Words. Yeah, it actually sounds so good. I kind of want to add it. We'll see what happens. Oh, I haven't been able to watch that yet. Her ARC vlog. Oh man, that means she said it was good. That means I need to read it. Oh no. Let's see. Book of the month rarely picks sci-fi books titles. Yeah, it is pretty rare. You're right there. I'll probably get Famous Last Words because I need Rebel Witch. Yeah, I knew a lot of people are going to be excited about that one. So, all right, let's look at the new and recent add-ons. So we have Rebel Witch, which is the follow-up to, I forget the name of the book. Hold on, Heartless Hunter. Follow-up to Heartless Hunter, fierce warriors face an impossible decision between love and duty. Obviously, it's a fantasy, 400 plus pages, salacious, multiple viewpoints, second in a series. I don't want to read the synopsis for this one because it may or may not say something that says something about the first book. So I'm not going to read the synopsis, but if you're into this series that you know what it's about. Okay, next up is You Between the Lines, and this cover is so beautiful. So as you can see, I already picked it. And it was one of my most anticipated. So, to love or not to love? That is the question for two poets and former nemesis stuck together in an MFA program. Happy writer's life, salacious, enemies to lovers. I love this, like enemies to lovers, and then it's like happy. Now, I normally do not like books about writers or authors or publishing or books within books and all of that. But like this cover is really beautiful, and MFA programs I'm interested in. So, and I like poetry. So I'm hoping that it's good. But yeah, no one is more surprised than Leah when a prestigious MFA program in North Carolina accepts her. A former sorority girl, she's the first to admit she knows more about the lyrics of Taylor Swift than T.S. Eliot, and she's never been able to shake the all style, no substance feedback her high school crush made at their poetry workshop. And they become all too real when Will, the same high school crush turned nemesis, shows up at orientation. And now he's William, exactly the kind of writer Leah hates, complete with his pretentious sweater vest and tattered moleskin. She's determined to prove herself and William wrong by landing the program's highly coveted fellowship. So it just sounds so good. And I have to. Okay. Jojo Moyes, We All Live Here, contemporary fiction. Just note that if you add this book to your box, it's going to ship later than normal because they can't ship it out between the 10th and the 11th. Colorful cast and a crucial question: how can we find joy in the midst of crisis? So 400 plus pages, writer's life, mama drama, multiple viewpoints. Lila Kennedy has a lot on her plate: a broken marriage, 2 wayward daughters, a house that's falling apart, and an elderly stepfather who seems to have quietly moved in. Her career is in free fall and her love life is complicated. So when her real dad, a man she has barely seen since he ran off to Hollywood 35 years ago, suddenly appears on her doorstep, it feels like the final straw. But it turns out even the family you thought you could never forgive might have something to teach you about love and what it actually means to be a family. Okay, next up, Fantasy, Kingdom of Claw by Demi Winters. This is another one that your box will ship between the 3rd and the 4th. Let's see. Follow a determined woman's quest to save her sister in this spellbinding sequel to The Road of Bones, which means I'm not going to read the synopsis just in case, but it says 400 plus pages, salacious, multiple viewpoints, and second in a series. And this is the first book down here, right here. Okay, next up is Wedding Dashers, another romance. It's a romp across Britain. A wedding may be the destination, but love is what happens along the way. International, enemies to lovers, salacious, and wedding. Let's see. Ada's little sister is getting married, which should be a happy thought, right? But the once close sisters have been in a year-long fight. The wedding is all the way in Ireland, and Ada is so broke that she just barely managed to get a ticket on a budget airline. And as if things couldn't get worse, said airline just canceled her connection, which means Ada is stuck in London with no way to make it to the wedding. And she's going to find love along the way. So we love that. And then here is the aforementioned Scythe and Sparrow, the Ruinous Love Trilogy. I was right. So this is the 3rd book in the series, and I've only technically read the first book, but I have the 2nd book on my TBR. So after I read the 2nd one, I will get this one eventually, but I want it in paperback. So I will not be adding this to my box, but I would if I had the others in hardback. Expect exuberant levels of both love and gore in this sexy, steamy, spicy finale. It's not for the faint of heart. It's gruesome. Multiple viewpoints, 3rd in a series, graphic violence, extra spicy, and then you can read about it here. Let's see. It's getting hot in here. This is another romance. Hot flashes and heartache have nothing on a fabulous TV executive who falls in love with her gorgeous new coworker. Inspirational, mama drama, female friendships, enemies to lovers. So that's a high-powered TV executive and twice divorced mother of 2, navigating life, supporting her best friend through breast cancer. And then you have this LA-based media hotshot, Zach, who swoops in as a stand-in for her best friend's job. Okay. Now, this one I have been hearing fantastic things about. 2 of my friends have read it from my book club, and they loved this book. So if you like fantasy, Theirs had a really pretty, like when you opened it inside the dust jacket, it had art in it and it was really gorgeous. But this one probably is just like a normal, non-pretty edition. Care to trade in your regrets or travel through different dimensions, then step right into this dreamy fantasy world. Puzzle, quest, magical, and cozy. So, on a back street in Tokyo lies a pawn shop, but not everyone can find it. Most will see a cozy ramen restaurant, and only the chosen ones who are lost will find a place to pawn their life's choices and deepest regrets. And I think that's all you need to know going in. But this cover is absolutely stunning. And then all of these, We Could Be Rats, A Sea of Unspoken Things, What Happened to the McRaes, The Stolen Queen, what was this one? Play World, More Less Maddie, and The House of My Mother. All of those were add-ons last month. So let me know what you think about the main picks, add-ons. Let me know what you're going to add to your box. And yeah, I already told you what I'm getting. I'm getting the Last Caller and I'm getting the Read Between the Lines one. Okay. Okay. All right. Same. I have the first two in paperback. Yeah. Hi. Oh man, you think I'd really like it? I didn't watch her. Someone said you vlogged it, and I haven't watched her ARC vlog yet. So I was like, maybe I should do my research and watch that video. But yeah, I'm gonna add it to my box. If Bestie says I'll like it, I'm gonna like it. So yeah, adding that to my box as well. And the First Time Caller and Good Dirt. Okay, awesome. Well, it looks like we have some good books to pick from this for February, not this month, but for February. I do want to reach out to them about my credit though, and be like, where's my birthday credit? But other than that, I'll be back on the 1st to go over the Aardvark Book Club picks. And there's certain books that I'd love to see them offer, but we'll talk about that on the 1st. So I hope everybody has a great day. If you're watching this and it's not live, let me know what you end up picking. And I'll see you all on February 1st for Aardvark Book Club. All right, everybody have a great day. Bye.